Listen up, get ready, I'm not gonna take no more. There's a revolution, a revelation going on in my soul. Buckle up, get ready, we're not gonna sit back. Welcome back, all you listeners and viewers of the Live from the Heartland show for the week of June 22nd. And we're bringing on Michael Charles now. He's an Australian-born blues musician, a songwriter, a guitarist, and a singer. He was on this show years ago, and he's about to embark or is already embarking on a U.S. tour. Hello to you, Michael.
How you doing, Mike? Good to see you again.
Good to see you. So one of the things I didn't mention was that you were also an inductee into the Chicago Blues Hall of Fame. What's that all about?
Well, that happened quite a few years back, and it was one of those things, I just kind of was in the studio recording, doing my stuff, and my assistant Jane came down and said, "You've just been inducted into the Chicago Blues Hall of Fame." And it was the last thing on my mind. I never even, who thinks of that kind of stuff? So it was such an honor that just bringing it up now, it gives me shivers, because you just don't expect those kind of things to happen to you. Yourself, you just look at yourself as an individual doing his thing, and it's quite an honor. It's great.
Well,
great.
You're a blues man out of Australia. How did the blues find you in Australia?
Well, I've been living in Chicago now for 33 years.
Uh-huh.
So, but 33 years ago, I had my management contact me and told me that I'd just been invited to come to Chicago through Buddy Guy's management and Buddy Guy, and asked me, "What do you think?" And I said, "Well, there's nothing to think about. Let's go," And that kind of was a big turning point in my career, because I'd never left Australia till I came to Chicago. So my whole career and all my music endeavors were all, in Australia. And to come out to Chicago, it just changed everything for me. I was supposed to be here in Chicago for 2 weeks, and 2 weeks into 6 months, and 6 months into a year, and kept extending visas. And now I'm an American citizen. You just don't know where life takes you. And no regrets was one of the greatest things that could have happened to me.
Well, we're glad to have you as a fellow citizen, and I hope you vote, and unless you're voting for blah, blah, blah.
I believe in the voting system.
Right on. And, you've been referred to by Kenning of the Chicago Tribune as Australia's answer to Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I noticed that you had toured at one time with Jimmy Dawkins, who way back in my early days of putting on some music events, we had him at the Midland Hotel during the Cooperative Energy Supply's Rising Up Angry Dances. And what was that like, traveling with a blues man like Dawkins?
Well, Jimmy Dawkins, that was another thing that kind of came out of the left field. I was just home tinkering on my guitar in my apartment at the time, and the phone rings, and I pick it up, and it's he goes, "Could I speak to Michael Charles?" And I said, "Speak, who is this?" He goes, "Jimmy Dawkins." And I kind of froze for a minute and thought, is this some kind of joke? And I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Yes, you've been highly recommended for your guitar playing to me, and I would like you to come on the road with me for a little bit." I was on the road with Jimmy Dawkins for close to 2 years, and it was a great opportunity, and it was a big turning point again for me in my career, because I traveled all across the United States, played huge festivals in front of big crowds, and again, it was just one of those things out of the left field. And it's just, sometimes Lady Luck is on your side. You just go with the flow.
That's good. Well, speaking of traveling and touring, you're touring around the country, but you've got two events. One of them is Saturday after the show airs on WLUW, the day after it's on Lumpen Radio, etc. And that's going to be at the Villa Park Summer Festival at 3:30 to 4:30 out there in Villa Park.
And then one of the things that really caught our attention, why we wanted to have you on, is on Monday, the 24th, you're going to be on a blues cruise. Tell us about Blues Cruise.
Oh, the tall ship Windy. Yeah, I did that last year, and they asked me back, which is always great when you get asked back. So we start on June 24, right through to August 12, every Monday on this tall ship Windy, which is it's a great experience. It goes along. You can see the skyline of Chicago from Michigan Lake, and it goes right around. It's just fantastic, and it's a great experience. Anyone that's got the opportunity, please come out and check it out.
So actually, you meet it. If someone wanted to do that, they go to Navy Pier at 600 East Grand, and it's at 7 to 9. And does the boat stay docked, or does it go out into the water, or sail?
Oh
out?
no, water, man. She gets out there, and it's pretty. And it depends. Some days, if it's a little bit choppy, you're trying to play my guitar, and it's you kind of going from side to side. It's quite an experience, but it's a lot of fun, man. It's awesome.
How do people contact you to find out what you got going on, and where you're playing, that kind of thing, and your tunes, your music, albums, those things? How do people find you?
The best place is go on my website, which is michaelcharles.us. And everything is there. It'll take you, once you're on that website, it'll take you to all my social media networks. It'll take you to all the stores where you can get my music. It'll tell you where I'm playing, what country I'm in, it takes you to the whole spectrum, man. That's the place to go, michaelcharles.us.
That's good. And any advice to aspiring young musicians?
Stick with it. And when it feels like it's you're at the end of it, like nobody's taken any notice, or you think it's this is not going anywhere, just sit tight, because that phone will ring.
It's for you, brother. You've done good. Okay, so you're going to be at Villa Park Saturday afternoon, the 22nd, 3:30 to 4:30. It's in the Ardmore Business District. And then every Monday for a while, you're going to be on the tall ship Windy, sailing out from Navy Pier from 7 to 9 for the Blues Cruise.
That's fantastic, man. You've got anyone out there that likes water and sunshine and something a little different, it's a must.
Well, I'm going to hit you up. I'm going to try and make it one of these Monday nights. It'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be great. Come out. Yeah, come out, man.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Michael Charles.